All right, we're live.
Good evening, everyone. We are the Not Up for Debate podcast. I am your host, Hood Corny. I am joined by my co-hosts, J-Ro, Easy, Joey, and today we have a special guest here, Mr. Marcus Lee. Y'all probably know him as Dash.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Right.
Thanks for being here.
Right. Appreciate you for coming out, man.
Definitely, it's an honor to even be on, this type of platform, to even express myself today. So
Appreciate that.
What's up with y'all though?
Hey man, I'm good, man.
Good, man.
Y'all good?
Oh, yeah. I'm better than good, man.
Everybody good?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. We start my days with, instead of saying good, we great. Great morning.
Yeah, we great.
Everything great around here.
Exactly.
So.
And Easy's little brother is here too in the corner. He's real quiet.
Yeah. I don't think he said a word since he been here.
But we're having obviously a special episode dedicated to business. We will get into topics later on, but right now we just want to dive right into what we had planned, and gonna open the floor up to Dash and just let him give you guys a little backstory on how he became who he is and how he got started on his business venture, and we'll just let you go right on into it, Dash.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. So, so for everybody that know me or probably don't even know me, I start off by first name Marcus Lee, 29-year-old entrepreneur, born and raised Penns Grove, South Jersey, so what it's like, so nothing different from where I come from or, what I seen or anything. It's, I got the same walks of life as pretty much everybody else, so my main thing was pretty much dabbing in just different industries, like my whole life I pretty much been in like the entertainment.
Doing something.
Yeah.
Ever since you've been a teenager, I've just into something. Yeah.
Sports apparel, like my most current, the automobile industry, you pretty much name it. And like my main thing was really just like looking for a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like trying to stay challenged, like knowing, like, all right, I got this goal in mind, or this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna sit back and now execute on it, you know, and pretty much not get bored with it, but sit back and say, all right, I know that it's a higher standard to, wherever I'm at, so, whether I'm working somewhere and I just simply want to be from crew to a manager, just know that it's levels to sit back and everything. So that's why I always like just kind of like sought after like a huge challenge, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much every different industry, they're all to me similar because it's people and it's transactions, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made it kind of easy to go from the entertainment where we was doing parties and the t-shirts and stuff like that to now spill into fashion where, you can just sell t-shirts and, it all had to do still with, finding that person and transacting with them. So it made going from any industry pretty much easy, and like that's why I'm here today. Like that's pretty much in a nutshell. That's all business is. You know what I'm saying?
Just people and
finding that person and how can I transact with them? Either I'm gonna find a product or I'm gonna find a service. Either way, like all right, it's a transaction being made. I just gotta find a way to make whatever I got intriguing enough to find that person, So, that's why, like, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it is pretty much like a fun thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Like try something new, make a challenge of it, like get that knowledge, learn, and, see what you can make of it, because, like, everybody pretty much think that you only can do certain things or you limit yourself to like a small array of things, you know what I'm saying? But not even thinking like, yo, you can cut grass and still make money. You can, sell mattresses and still make money.
So what makes you think? Why do you think people more so, especially in our culture, more than any other culture, in my opinion, like look down on those type of things? Like, what do you think?
It's a great question.
Causes that? Because that is like some people would look at cutting grass or, even being 16 or 17 years old and working at McDonald's or something like that. They'll look down on that and they would prefer to just not have any money than to get some type of money as you're trying to get from where you are to where you're supposed to be.
And see, that's like kind of like my whole new spill, especially for like the last like month or so in 2020. It's all about that conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're not really talking about it enough to sit back and say, hey, use that as a platform. Like, it might not be exactly what you want to do, but use that as a platform to sit back and just get on the right path and really make, legit money or real money. Like I was having a conversation with some youngins the other day, like a business and stuff. To me, in my eyes, that's like the only real path to like real big money, like millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that at, like other things, whether you selling drugs and stuff like that, not to knock anything or knock a person, but it's no real path to millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Like you look at Zuckerberg and Facebook guys, they 10, 20, 30 million overnight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it all start with that conversation. That's why I try to make, the conversation's everything. That's the only reason I wanted to be here today, just to make it or even showcase it that, hey, it's cool to do something different, and have a conversation about other things because we all talented and gifted. And we can sit here today and think of the next great idea, just because like minds and, and everybody teaming up and just having that core conversation change, so much.
Yeah. So just for some of our younger listeners that may be on the wrong path, so to speak, like just give them some advice, like how you got started, whether it was when you was 14 years old and you was selling t-shirts or something that you just done now, like just kind of give them a little bit of advice to say, all right, I'm making a little bit of money here, but if I invest 5 years, I can make my own or make the same amount of money or more, but also have my own brand.
Right. And so to get like real, like deep into it, it all started like I was like 16 years old and pretty much had the opportunity to basically, like, I don't even call it a job. Like the guy gave me $20 to pass out like 400 flyers in developments in Logan Township. So by me taking this opportunity and really doing it, walking door to door, passing out all these flyers and then watching him get a call in 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, dang, this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can just do something, put in some work in 5, 10 minutes. And that's my theory on do something today and reflect the next day, and you're going to be able to reap a reward or a benefit from it. So like my main thing was just like getting started and trying it. And I just tried whatever came to mind, things that I enjoy doing. And I always tell people it's really that thing that you enjoy doing for free. Right. Like whatever I enjoy doing for nothing, all right, I do it for free. People supporting me, oh, all right, I guess I can make some money off of it now. I can monetize. You just got to have that mindset knowing that you can, go to the next level with it, Right.
Yep.
So,
nah, you good, bro.
So, what really inspired you? Was it a person? Was it the guy that you just mentioned? Or was it something that you saw that inspired you to get into the business field or your own, trying to discover your own lane? Or was it just...
Yeah, so the inspiration really came from like not seeing, if that sounds cliche, like not seeing nobody doing it and knowing that it's like another way to go. Like, like looking at TV, like I'm a big MTV Cribs, how I'm living.
We're probably we all are,
right?
Yeah.
So growing up on that, I'm seeing that. It's like, okay, I can get that. If they got that, they live the same way, breathe the same air, same 24 hours, it's a way to get it. So that was really, the inspiration in itself by seeing it, knowing that it's real. This person obviously got it. Okay, so what do I got to do to pretty much capitalize on it? And pretty much it came from just every single day, just pretty much consistently doing stuff. And now you seeing the results, and pretty much the results is what get you excited. You're like, damn,
right.
Yeah.
like lifting weights. Like,
Right,
all right, that muscle gets you.
Exactly.
Like, all right, I just need one muscle. And,
Right.
and I'm going back tomorrow. So,
right.
Do you think MTV Cribs, I'm glad you said that, but it just sparked a question. Do you think that really benefits our community, shows like that? Because on MTV Cribs, as a young black kid, I'm only going to see two type of people. Athletes and rappers.
Right.
And that path is the only path that we think can get us out of the hood.
Right.
So is MTV Cribs really like beneficial? You know what I mean? It kind of keeps us right in that narrow tunnel that we've always been stuck in. Like if you can't rap or you can't play ball,
Right. You won't be
then
nothing.
you always gonna be in the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that just came out of nowhere.
Nah, I definitely, I think so too. And that's why I always
I mean, that's for anybody too.
just always look at that as saying like it's more than one avenue, because if you even think about everything we do throughout the day, the week, that's somebody's business. We pretty much incorporated and we contributed to their dream. So, I used to see it, and the things that I like, here, I wanted it to pretty much be mine,
No matter what you do, you're a producer or you're a consumer.
Right.
No matter what.
And what end do you really want to be on,
Right.
I want to produce.
Yeah, word up. Word up.
And consume too.
Yeah, well, you got
We're producing and consuming.
We gonna consume. Yeah. We gonna consume some stuff.
And that's crazy. You was here. I was just thinking about, because we've been like messing around with you since you like say 16, like EFS, the locker room.
Right.
I remember that one summer you brought Meek down.
Yeah.
You brought Gilly down. You reached out to us. We Montana had opened up for Gilly. You had did that for us. So,
Right.
But the thing is,
Got us a song with Gilly too.
Yeah, yo, that was big.
Yeah, he came through the store and everything. He actually showed a lot of love for,
Yeah, I ended up running into him last Christmas in the Christiana Mall. He didn't remember me though, but
and he's still, out of all them people, he's still relevant, for that
most
same long.
definitely.
Not to cut you off.
No, you're good. So let's say for those, because I know like around our area, there's a lot of people who starting to get into branding. They're making the hoodies, they're making the shirts. What advice can you give them when you first start, like that when you doing products, your first customers are going to be your friends and your family, and then themselves stop. What advice can you give them to keep going?
There is like, that gotta pretty much come from within. Like, how hungry are you? Like now when it pretty much stopped, because like my first phase of any type of business, I feel like you gotta give it away for free. That's where you really figure out if you got something, So like I kind of even got like my little theory of like the 7 steps of pretty much how to really start a business. But in like that t-shirt business or any business where you feel like the sales is slowing up or the viewers or whatever is slowing up, that's the time to really keep on going, because
that's testing your faith. For
yeah,
that's
all it is. I know you probably seen a little poster where the guy is like breaking down the little wall to get to the gold, and then the one guy quit.
Yeah. Right.
That's how I look at everything. Like I look at, if you can get one person's attention, you can get millions. It's just how hard and how far, how persistent you gonna be, So, I look at it. Don't ever sit back and try to give up on something. Try to create, a new challenge, or, look at ways to sit back and try to find people that can help you, grow and figure out like weaknesses and stuff like that. Right. So
you mentioned 7 steps to starting a business. You care to get into that?
Yeah, no, I want to know everything. nothing off limits. That's why I even go on the Facebook and IG, like the free business advice. Like I really feel like, I don't know, I can talk about it all day, about anything to start up. But like the 7 steps to me is real simple. It's like the first thing is narrowing down like what type of business you want. Right. First, whether it's a product you're gonna offer or a service you're gonna offer, and like we talked about, something that you love, like something that you're gonna do for free. So that'll pretty much be step number 1, figuring out exactly what you want to do. Right. Step number 2, like I talked about, is pretty much finding a name for it. You get the name for your business. That's like naming, your child, your dog. You start having fun with it now. You really feel like, okay, I got something to play with.
Right.
And to me, that's like the most important. You finding that name and just kind of seeing what you got. Now you starting to do it for free, which would be
Right.
step number 3, giving it away. Everybody, you know, getting people excited about it. During that little patch of giving it away and doing it for free, I feel like that's where you should start finding people, you know, that's like-minded, that's in that industry, you know, which people call like mentors, or even they could be your partners now.
Right.
You know, start teaming up with people because that's what you really need to grow. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I look at like Michael Jordan and LeBron and all them. Those NBA players is really on that elite level because of all the coaches and
Right.
the people they surrounded around. That's
Yeah.
it. Like they got knee specialists and
Right.
all that
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
them to the next level. So why can't we have all these different type of coaches and people that's helping us go to the next level? So, you know, after you pretty much find, you know, the right people around you, that's where I think you should now start to brand your business. You know, you brand it, the logo, your business cards, you really start putting it out there, your website, take everything to the next level. Then the most important step that definitely a lot of us in our culture we miss is that basically legalizing your business.
Right. Yeah.
Make your business legit now, so now you really can reap all the benefits of, you know, the
being a
tax
business owner,
write-offs.
yep.
You know, I seen something the other day about, you know, you can put your 12-year-old son on a payroll or
Yep.
something and receive tax write-offs
Yep. You write
from
off
it.
you
know?
write off the payroll, and then he gets tax-free money.
Right.
Yeah.
Just it's so much stuff by just being, you know, pretty much a legit business and being legit LLC or, you know, a partnership or a corporation that now enables you like greater opportunity.
Right.
More people gonna want to
people,
work with
right.
you just because you know you legal.
know
you
it's real.
legit. They
Yeah.
know you. Hey, you're not playing no games. You're not
Right.
just playing. You know, and you know number 7 is just start and don't stop. You know, that's it. You know, that's a simple, you know, 7 steps that I feel like it's not the easiest thing, but it's common sense, especially if you got, you know, the right people around you, you having the right conversations and things like that. Like, and that's all I use pretty much
Yeah.
for the 8, 9, 10 businesses that I, you know, pretty much started and, you know, still got,
Yeah.
you know, trying to develop and things like that. But
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
it's a lot. I don't know, but even that, like, I want to even do workshops or classes where we can go through each individual, you know, step of it and work on each individual phase because, you know, it is a lot to kind of digest all at once. And,
Right.
and each phase is nothing that you should even try to rush through or
Right.
run through because, and my new thing too, right, is like this success thing. It's not like a destination. It's no set place. It's a whole journey. So kind of enjoy it. Enjoy each phase of it and things like that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
You got any questions?
Okay. When it comes to business, when does motivation become envy? Because you get to these moments where it's like, dang, I wish I had what they have. When you could go out and get your own, but you get into these like battles in the mind where it's like, dang, I gotta have what they have. When do you decide that what you want is what you really want?
Right.
Right.
right. And I think it all starts with, you know, that pretty much phase 1 where is you doing what you love. You know, if you doing something that you love, what everybody else doing really, to me, doesn't even matter or shouldn't even matter because you don't even know what chapter of the book that they on. You don't know where they started at, you know, what
Right.
they got to, you know, get to that point. So like me, I always looked at it as, hey, that person really should kind of be in your circle, your top 5 influences, because that's probably somebody that you want to be like, or they showing you something, you know, like, yo, that's either a realistic achievement there, or that's a person that I really, really want to be like. Let me team up with that person and get some of that information to see how I can get on that next level. And I think that's where we really lack as a culture, because you'll see it a lot of times. Like a lot of people that try to, you know, do the same exact thing as one person versus saying, hey, if we all come together, this thing would be the greatest thing we ever, you know, tried to put together. But, you know, I think a lot of people deal with things differently. But like to me, you always got to look at that person that got a lot more by saying, hey, they put in more work. That's all it really come into. It's the same 24 hours. It's exactly how I looked at that rapper and saying, hey, he got that mansion with that Lambo. All right, he did something to go get it. Okay, I got to figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
And
I think too, we always, I always get deep, but we, you know, we always think that we need to be at a certain level. We want to be at a certain level of someone else. And we don't think about how they even feel about that level.
Right.
Or about how getting to that level, what type of person it made them.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
You can have a mansion, you can have 10 Lambos, but what if you fucking hate yourself? You know what I mean? Or because of the things that you did to get there, now you're forced to hate yourself.
Right,
like
right,
you just never, and I'm not saying that that's how it is always, but you know, I just like to.
Yeah, you just never know. It's true.
You know what I mean? But a lot of rich people are fucking miserable. And I want to be rich. I want to see if I can get, if I can, if it'll miss me. But, you know, so I'm going to try it out. But, you know, a lot of them are fucking miserable.
yeah, that's why I feel like it's just a whole journey. Like it's no
you just gotta enjoy
destination.
it no matter what part you're
Yeah.
at. Yeah.
Like I'm not in it to like, oh, I'm trying to get to 100 million. No, I just want to do successful things, you know, ordinary things, you know, extraordinarily well, you know, every single day. Like
Yeah.
that's all that really matter. Like
And stuff that you enjoy, like just being, just feeling good about
Right.
it. You know what I mean? Like doing stuff that makes you feel good. That's my thing.
Right.
Like when I if anything I'm doing, I'm like, all right, like I gotta feel good about doing
right.
it. You know what I mean? Not just because like it
Seeking
looks
something out of
cool.
it. Right.
You know what I mean? Or like somebody's gonna share like I wanna actually feel good about it.
Right.
You know, so
nah, that's part of that freedom package, you know.
yeah, for real.
You got freedom to do whatever, enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about networking? Do you do the DMing other people thing? Do you have any tips for that? Because I know a lot of people don't do it because they believe they'll never get responded to.
Yeah, so I think, and I truly believe, like social media, especially with our generation, like that's what's gonna take us to the next level because it's the access of the people, and even with it's people on there that's like influencers, like your core friends, you know, like I talked about it before, like people that influence you, motivate you. You know, somebody you want to be like, somebody that's doing way better than you, somebody that's holding you accountable. So on Instagram, you can pretty much see all of this stuff, but you decipher through, you know, the BS pretty much.
Right.
And there's real people on there that's living the life that you desire, you know? So getting in touch with them and trying to figure it out, to me, that's how you get on the next level. And, you know, I truly believe in trying to find like that coach and stuff
Right.
like that. And it's a lot of that going on social media. And me, like I'm in, you know, important direct messages, just saying like, hey, I want to reach out and, you know, what would it cost for me to, you know, come out here for the weekend and, you know, just really submerge yourself into that energy all day. And like, it's really worth it. You know, like I spent $300 for like a 3-hour, I think it was like a Skype call, you know, like with a coach. And really the way that I justified it is, like I said, that Jordan story. Like Jordan them got those strength and conditioning coaches. So it's like if you want to go on the next level, you know, you're going to have to invest in yourself. So, and I got a lot of, you know, good information out of that as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
And
definitely
plus you made a
think-
connection that, and even if it cost you, you know, you did it 10 times over a year and it cost you $3,000,
Right.
where you could be just from the connections that this person may have, being
Right.
like, man, this dude is on a good path. I know he's doing this, this, and this. And now you make another connection.
And that's what it's all about.
you make $100,000 and it costs you $3,000 to get that coaching.
And you won't even think about that $3,000
That's
no
what I'm
more.
saying.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not that little bit of coaching lesson or that training that I just put in. That's nothing for where I'm trying to get to. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's how I really figure out and see how the rap artists, the NBA players really achieving greatness. Is that amount of effort and training. That's all it really is. You know, what you doing when everybody else sleep, pretty much.
Right. Exactly.
Excuse me. I was about to say something. What about managing money? You know, it seems like a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, myself being one of them. You know, bills kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Any tips for managing your money better?
So managing money, like even that, like I can say like I'm a victim of that. Like I got, like poor habits of, spending and not like being, conscious of just like wasteful things, spending money on. Like I used to be a big sneaker guy, like every week buying $190 Jordan. And it's really like cutting back on things that don't matter, like we pretty much spend a lot of stuff on things that really don't matter. And if you really look at it, like the job and everything is set up really to pay your bills, to help you survive, like to be like honest and frank. Now, everything else is up to you to sit back and try to find, that side hustle that's going to sit back and pay for, your vices and everything you want to do, your vacations. And, it's simple, like it's real simple as having a product that you got you want to sell it for $30. You know what I'm saying? You sell, 100 of them, you made $3,000 that month. Your bills could be $1,500 that month. That's an extra $1,500 that you just got after your bills is paid. So you kind of look at it as like, hey, I'm not trying to make $1 million business to sit back and be a millionaire, but this little business, my favorite thing to do now became a side hustle and helped me just gain leverage and stability, and now it's no more paycheck to paycheck. So really like saving and money management habits is really writing it down, figuring out your budget, and then executing outside of the workplace to sit back and supplement, so now you can have a lifestyle. Because that 9 to 5, no matter how you add it up, it's always gonna equal exactly what your bills is, because that's cost of living. So the employer already got that figured out. That's a math problem in itself, So now everything else is that hustle, even if you making an extra, $100 a day, $200 a week, that's what's really gonna help you manage, because everything should be facilitated in its own accounts and stuff like that. So management on itself, like that's another thing that I'm learning, like that all tie into really just good habits, that I'm not even gonna sit back and say like, yeah, I'm the best one. I'm trying to get better, but that's why I think you should have good people around you, because it's probably somebody that's excellent at, keeping track of money, and that's why it's just key. I feel like just having, good people around you, because somebody can hold you accountable and be like, yo, we ain't gotta order out today.
You know what I'm
saying? And
it's food in the refrigerator.
Exactly. You got food at home. But you said something that because you talked about the 9 to 5. So you got the 9 to 5 / entrepreneur, which we are. So do you think the longer you continue to be 9 to 5 while trying to be an entrepreneur slows down your entrepreneurship, or can you still gain the same amount of ground as someone who's strictly an entrepreneur?
So there, I think it's all about pretty much what you're trying to accomplish. Like, if your goal is to create that $1 million business, that next great thing, you're going to have to put in, a lot of effort, because there's somebody putting in, a lot of time trying to create and compete in that same market, but like a business, like we talked about in the beginning, is nothing more than just a person and a transaction. So, if you good at making cakes, you make that cake on the weekend and you selling 50 of them, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much considered a business. If you just LLC it and put it in a folder, that's all a business is now. So you can have that type of 9 to 5 and still have that type of hustle as well, But now, as far as an all-out type of business that you want to grow, I really feel like you got to dedicate a lot of time, and that's
so
that was
the 9 to 5 will get in the way.
It that's what came into like my new situation now. Like that 9 to 5 just was like butting heads a little bit with exactly what I wanted to do. Like I couldn't be at the school meetings and stuff and also be at the car dealership all day long, So that's where you got to kind of make that decision. And, that car dealer money is definitely good, but it's like, hey, I see a bigger dream and vision on, hey, what I'm trying to do, as like a self-made approach, so.
Absolutely.
But I don't knock the 9 to 5. I made a statement a while ago about, throw your 9 to 5 away. That may not be for everybody, because, somebody still got to do the work. Like, we
Right.
still need the firefighters and,
absolutely.
police.
Absolutely.
Like, the police can't go entrepreneur on this.
Somebody got to work. Somebody has to work.
And a lot
Right,
of people, use their job to fund their dream.
Right.
You definitely should.
That's what you're supposed to do, I think, if you want to be an entrepreneur.
Don't get content with it.
Yeah,
Don't
but
get
it's like-
content with just that wage, because it's, the best thing about that business, I feel like, is it's no limit to it. It's no cap to how much you can make. It's all about the amount of effort.
How much you want.
So definitely, use that 9 to 5 as leverage. Like, hey, I'm about to use this, invest into myself, but always know that it's more. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too caught up in just, hey, today, and just hating it for the rest of the month, year.
Yeah.
And then you just create that same cycle. So
Yeah.
Well, you two were having a conversation off camera about investments. How do you get started for those who have intentions or wanting to join but don't really know the ins and outs? That's for either one of you two.
So
And if you know the booming industries, let them know too.
Right.
So they wanna-
Yeah. I put, and I've been posting some of the stuff. So for those of you that follow me, I don't want to keep this information, especially in the stock market, because for people that don't know how the stock market works, a company is valued per share what they think the company is worth. So if I tell you to buy it and I already own it, the more of you that buy it, the higher the price goes.
Right.
So the more people that buy in, the higher it goes. So that's just like in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, Cash App has made it extremely easy for you to invest in stock if you want. I don't know if 100% of the stock are available on Cash App, but all of the major ones are.
Mm-hmm.
And but what I started doing when I started doing it is I was just investing a very small amount. Maybe $25 a week, $50 a week, whatever you can do, and then pick. Especially if you just starting out, you keep it. I keep it. I say play it close to the chest. So I invest in things that I use.
right.
Because why would I buy something that I wouldn't even use? Why would I buy Pepsi stock if I drink Coke?
Right.
So I drink Coke, so I'm gonna have Coke stock.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like Bank of America, I have Bank of America stock. For a couple different reasons, but it's something that I believe in. So I would invest in them.
Right.
They pay dividends. Dividends is something that's really important, both Coca-Cola and Bank of America. And every quarter, the company will release what they are going to pay out per share. So say whatever percentage it is, say it comes out to 30 cent and you own 100 shares, you're going to get paid 30 cent per share on 100 shares.
Right.
So that's how that works. But Cash App, just go to, I think you just swipe right, left or right or some
Yeah, I
shit.
was looking at it a couple of days.
Yeah, and it's there, and you can fund it right from the bank account. And what I would do is just do whatever you can do, even if it's only $10, because you don't have to buy a full share.
Right.
You can put $10 on a $100 share until you finally own one.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's a start somewhere, and it's just extra savings, and it gives you opportunity to make money on it.
Right.
So.
Want to add to that?
Yeah, so I'm like new. I'm like brand new in like the stock world, but I do have like a little bit of investments in like Robinhood app. So I downloaded that app, being this, to me, it's like real like entry level, user friendly. So me not having too much knowledge in like investing, I did put some money in Snapchat. Like, I try to catch like they call it the IPO, that initial public offering. So catch them kind of when they early. I actually lost a lot of money IPOing with Uber.
Okay.
So I watched them decline.
crazy.
So I got a couple of stocks though, like I said, Snapchat, making a little bit of money with them. They're kind of on the rise. So really, it's like what I can say, like advice that I would give is really just do research on the company before you just put
you have to read.
money in it. You got to watch out for that CEO.
Yeah.
Watch out like spending habits and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
anything like that'll derail it. If a CEO leaves, suddenly, shit like that makes people nervous. So, but it's a lot
watch
of
how he
reading.
was his last company he was at. But I'm not really
I'm a Warren
expert.
Buffett guy. I've read all the Warren Buffett books. I watched everything that there is on him. So, But the way that he does it, for anyone who wants to really get into it, is the first thing he does every day is he reads for 6 hours. And he just reads stock reports. He just reads company reports. Even back to like he'll be reading like a 1969, report. And it's just like if a company was good in 1969, he wants to know what they did. Because he not only does he invest, he like buys companies and then goes and and restructures them.
Right.
So he reads like what a company did, 50 years ago, and then he'll buy a company and then he'll implement that. You know what I mean? So it's so many different,
he's a guru.
Yeah. I mean, he is, the best ever. He the GOAT.
Every time I easy sit up like that, I'm thinking,
You gotta jump in on something.
No, every time I'm about to ask something, like, remember I pulled up the Robinhood app when they was talking about
yeah,
that check.
yeah, I see.
They brought it up.
Yeah, right.
Cause I started off like just with the little stock, like, but I wasn't doing no research. I'm like $1.50 a share. I'm gonna put like 20 here. And I go check, and they really wasn't going nowhere. Then that's when you gotta, like you say, you do your research and
You gotta invest in something that is going to not only be around forever, but continue to grow. So right now the big stock that everybody's talking about is cannabis. Most of the stock companies right now are cannabis companies out of Canada. And as states are slowly legalizing marijuana, these stocks are going through the roof. They dropped recently. I don't know if Iraq's got anything to do with it, but they did drop. But that's a good one, and natural gas. Natural gas is
because we need the resources.
yeah. I mean, I have natural gas stock, and I made a lot of money off of them. So
looks like we have a question. What do you guys think about starting a business and dealing with Superphone? That is an app that takes your following and gives you their contacts. Oh wow!
Oh wow, that sounds creepy, but but I get what it is though. Is that legal?
Yeah, I don't know about how legal that is, but if I could say anything, like
Gives you their contacts, like all
because
of them?
people
like to send out blast, I guess.
Yeah, one of the things is like when you got to put in your email for a subscription. And, if you miss checking that box that we won't sell your shit. They will sell it for like $1.
People's information though, right now and the future is like that's probably worth more than money. If you can do anything right now, like far as your business, it would be to grab everybody's email or grab some type of point of contact. So now you can continuously target that person, market that to that person, sell to that person. So if it's an app like that, I haven't heard of it, but if it's legal, legit, like
that would be my only thing that would be like, I don't know.
I'm gonna definitely look into that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of apps out there, like
there's
Ryan Leslie. Oh, I did see the Ryan Leslie interview on The Breakfast Club. So yeah, I did see something about that.
I don't know if that's legal though.
It's legal. He's that's why he hasn't been making music. He's been focused on that company that he started.
But I mean, I know there's
apparently a lot of other artists use it. Other famous artists use it, and it's basically like keeping you updated with their shows and things like that. And you can directly buy their album from him.
So.
Or buy his album from him. It was something like that.
So
where he gets direct
Facebook,
access.
Facebook will give him like their email.
Probably when you hit that allow access.
Yeah, it was allow access.
Yeah.
I believe it was the text. Like he was receiving text from Ryan Leslie.
What?
Like
Yo, Facebook gotta chill,
like,
bro.
yo, I got these tickets for $20.
So if someone has this Superphone app and I'm their friend on Facebook, they can text me. And will it know okay, so let's see, is it anonymous? Or will that person
no, you'll know? You'll know.
So you'll know that you got. No, I mean, will he know who it is?
Will he know? I mean, if he's developed a relationship with you, if you, I guess, purchase merchandise from him or tickets, then he would develop a business consumer relationship with you. But the way he explains it, he says he knows the people he's talking to.
I don't know, man. This shit is creepy.
It's
Especially when you get up with all of those type of people. How you gonna keep up?
That's what I'm
with
saying. So let's just say you got 3,500 people following you. All of a sudden, you have all of their numbers if it's in Facebook.
I don't know
I guess
if
it's probably
all
like
of
a
their
blast,
numbers.
maybe too.
Yeah,
I
I don't know
gotta
if it's
look
all
into
of
it more.
their numbers in their phone, but yeah, he was doing something. Yeah, see, you cut out the middleman. Look, yep.
He said, "Yeah, that's weird, man."
You gotta watch the interview. It was,
Yeah, I'm gonna look at
It
it.
was pretty interesting.
I'm gonna look at it.
But yeah, I haven't tried the app myself. I haven't even did much research after that. I didn't know the name of it, but thank you for the name.
Yeah,
But you guys got any other questions?
I think he answered all of mine.
Mine too.
Definitely mine. And learn some.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
learned something today. I hope you guys did too. I see somebody say the brother was dropping jewels.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, is there anything else that I wanted to ask?
Oh, I got
Jesus
one.
Christ. Okay.
When working as a part of a team, how can you tell other people to stay in their role, or how can you figure out who should be the leader?
Right. So I just took this test. I was part of that, the 300 I took. The 300 I talked about. So they got this test. It's like a personality test. It's crazy accurate. So you may not be able to get each individual person to take that test, but it's certain personality traits that you can even see in a person at a show. Hey, that person is supposed to be, that leader.
Right.
This person has this quality. He does this a lot better. He's supposed to be the one marketing and promoting.
Right.
This person, is like perfect, for like supporting cast, like, always gonna show up on time and help, set up the lights and stuff. So everybody's role is totally different, and it's all in personality traits.
Right.
What we have a hard time, like, basically dealing with is like thinking that everybody gotta be the boss. Like, I gotta be the boss to get all the shine, not thinking like, yo, it's cool to be the president. It's cool to be the vice president. Like, and especially if you thinking big, if you thinking millions of dollars, and now I'm a 10% owner in a company, I'm up.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's all the same money. So it's like, to me, all about the vision. But like with that test, it's like you got a D personality, which they consider that the pilot. Like that's the person who should be the boss. Like they the ones that always want to be in control. The I is like the innovator. Like that's more of the personality person. They call that person like the flight attendant. That's the person that, no matter if you didn't have them, you won't have people on your plane. And then you got the S. The S is pretty much like the supporting cast. That's like your grounds crew. That's like the person you can tell them anything going on, and they gonna say, yo, when?
Right.
When is that? That's like that S type of person. And then the C type of person, I'm trying to get better at it. And that's like that person, they say that's 12% of billionaires. And that C is really the person who's analytical,
Right.
Step by step, super calculated.
Yeah.
That person, that's really, like the real leader who can now shape your business and know where opportunity lies and where you can go to the next level at. But each one of those like personality traits got, different characteristics within, but that showcase like, yo, this person is really cut out to be the leader.
Right.
Just by his personality. You can just see it and display it on how this person just maneuvered throughout the day. So, I learned the cool thing. It's like learn when to fire yourself. Like, and that's like, I'm learning that. Like, I can't do everything. I don't want to be the boss of everything. I like to start things up. And my big vision is to start enough things to where I can, give jobs and opportunity to 500 to thousands of people, because I didn't start it 35 different businesses, but I don't want to be a boss and run all them.
Right.
Like it ain't enough time of the day. People be like, yo, what don't you do? Yeah, I don't sleep. Like, and I'm trying to get it like a little bit of it.
Right. Yeah.
But definitely, like, but just dealing with that, like sometimes just know your role a little bit,
You gotta know the difference between what you wanna be or wanna do and who you're supposed to be or supposed to do. And there's a difference, and I think people struggle with figuring that out. And what you wanna do, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you'll get more joy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think people don't realize that.
I think it's just basically people don't really know how to find their purpose.
Right.
And a lot of people are misled by things they see and perception, and they go off of, oh, like J. was saying earlier, I should have this at this age, or I should be doing this at this age. And it really just comes down to, like you all were saying, finding something that you love to do.
Yeah, what you're supposed to be
Right.
doing.
And,
You know what I
and
mean?
finding something you have a passion in, and it'll take off from there, hopefully.
Right.
I'm not saying it's a walk in the park. You know what I mean? It is ups and downs with businesses. But like you said, the start is finding something that you don't mind doing.
Right. Yeah, and I think what people don't realize is when you think about it, you think about the mental aspect of it, not any of the material stuff. The old 60-year-old man that lives in the woods with a 69 Chevy is just as happy as a man that's living in a mansion with a Bentley and 5 women. He's just as happy,
Right.
if
It's all
not
about what you want to
happier.
accomplish.
You know what I mean? He may be happier, but that's where he's supposed to be at.
I think that's another issue too. We have these images of what success is.
Yeah. It's mental. It's how
Right.
it's how do you feel about what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, it's a journey, and it should, like you said earlier, it should be like happiness, really
Right.
fulfilled
That's
with
the
happiness.
that's the
whole
end
time.
goal, right? It's not
Yeah.
really money. Money gonna help us do some of the fun shit.
right.
You know what I mean? But that's not the end goal. Is not to be rich. It's to be happy. I hope to get rich on the way so I can help some other people be happy.
Isn't that like the double-edged sword though? Because you start a business to make money.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it is a double-edged sword.
And that's why it's always about what you love, though, because
Right.
that love can overpower everything. Like, look,
Right.
I love to do it, so all right, cool. I
Yeah.
don't even have to be making money from it at this
Right.
point, So, but yeah, it's definitely tough. Like, cause
Right.
you who don't want money out of
Right.
it, but you got to know, like, all right, cause soon as you get 10,000, you got to always realize, like, okay, it's somebody with 20,000,
Right.
which you're not supposed to worry about that person, but your 10,000 can't buy what his 20,000 can. So you're gonna forever be chasing a dollar amount, no matter what amount you get. You
Exactly.
know,
There's always gonna be someone
you're
with
gonna
some
be
more.
like, look, I gotta get $1 million now. So it can't. The money gone. You gonna drain yourself out.
And I think, like you said, like you would know that other person that you would need 20,000 to get what they have, when really you should just be, like we talked about, mental and the happiness part of it. Just get however much you're supposed to have, and maybe that is $5 million, maybe that is $10 million, but it might only be 500,000. That's still a lot of money.
Right. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Like, people don't understand that if you manage that right, that's still a lot of $500,000 is a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And you can turn it into more.
Exactly. But you just get what you're supposed to have, not like, yo, this dude's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he has $10 million. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, nah, maybe you supposed to be where you at right now.
I think people get wrapped up in that too.
Yeah.
Like podcasts, it's a lot of podcasts now.
Right.
A lot of people hit me up and say, oh, I want to start a podcast, but there's so many of them now. And I'm like, so what?
Yeah, right.
It doesn't matter. I'm like, look how
that's-
many people are making clues.
That's what I mean.
So much. People gonna be doing everything. Like every industry.
No matter what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're coming up with some brand spanking new idea.
Right. Which there are none.
Right.
Right now, just because of how we living, we're not even really capable to think of that type of idea. You know, it's
right.
too much pollution and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
We just
seriously.
basically making better renditions of things we already
Right.
have.
Exactly. Yep.
Somebody said they learned and this was great. Thank you. I can't read your name. I don't have
Yeah,
my
the name is
glasses
too
on.
blurry.
I never wear my glasses though, so I can't even say that.
I
don't
didn't even
have
know
my
you had
on.
glasses.
Yeah, I do wear glasses. A lot of people don't know that.
Because obviously you never fucking we still can't see it.
Oh my bad.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Mansa Musa Jr.
Yeah.
I know who you are too. I'm not lying.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie on this motherfucker.
But anything in closing, I think we hit on a lot of topics. Man. That was
business.
I learned a lot. I was telling Joey before you got here, Dash, like, man, I know nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I want to learn some things. We obviously were able to help some people out.
That was
But
the goal.
Yeah, man, changing the conversation, man. That's me. Like, that's key. You change the conversation, we can change the culture.
Right. That's
But,
it.
if I can close out like a little challenge for a few people, like some key terms that, should be kind of in our like new everyday conversation would just be like things about credit, credit is key. You
Yeah.
know, we don't know nothing about credit. We don't talk about it. Credit, nothing but, you know, your ability to pay over a period of time, you know. So we need to know about credit. We need to know about generational wealth, you know, like far as, you know,
Most definitely.
passing things down to, you know, your kids, the next generation. You know, we need to start talking about real estate, like investing, you know, because they not making no more real estate, but that's really how people get into the next level
Right.
and, you know, leveraging and capitalizing. You know, another key thing is group economics. Like we laugh about, you know, a certain culture, you know,
Right.
about them being impacted, you know, by in one little car. You know, I ain't gonna like
Right,
shout
we
out
know-
to
we know
everybody.
where
we
you're going.
do it.
Yeah.
But that's group economics. You know, that's
Yeah.
all of us coming together and saying, look, if we all put up, you know, $100, that's $500. We can now invest into, you know, whatever we need for our
Right.
business and stuff like that. So it's like really coming together, like changing the culture, you know, learning, you know, key things. And like the main thing, like for me, even being here today, like talking about business, like I'm an advocate about starting up your own business because I truly believe, you know, like that's like the only thing that, you know, your child, the next generation and people that's looking up to us will be able to see and have the ability to, you know,
To capitalize.
yeah, capitalize and own one day. You know what I'm saying? Like that job that we work in, like sad to say that, but we can't give that to our kids
Right.
though. You ain't gonna be able to say, yo, come, you know,
Yeah.
work with me.
You can get them a job, but then you just put them right back
right in
cycle.
the same, you know, so you know, just get started, stay with it, don't stop, you know, change that conversation.
Appreciate you for coming through, man. Were you gonna stay for it, or was you gonna cut it out?
I can let you got a pause on it or it's still alive?
Oh no,
Yeah,
we can pause it. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I ain't want to walk right out.
We'll break for you.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You cut it already?
Nah, not yet.
Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, we appreciate.
I
Dash for
appreciate it.
coming
Yo,
through,
it was
man.
fun.
Really learned a lot, man. We definitely got to do this again, man. 'Cause I feel like you got a lot
absolutely,
more to offer.
Once a
man.
quarter or something, we can.
Nah, yeah, anytime. I ain't even plug. I supposed to plug myself.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was saying.
No, not yet.
Put all your handles. put
Oh
all your
yeah.
handles.
So you can follow me on Instagram, Mark-856. Facebook is my government name with my mama name, me Marcus Lee. And my workshop though, Success Center is free to everybody. It's called Build a Business Workshop, and that's the 7 steps. I'm going over them in detail. So even if you got a business that you want to start, you got an idea, I'm gonna work with you. You know, I got Pat sponsoring it. We got some food and everything. It's free. So, you know, everybody come out. That's February 2nd. I had the flyers and everything. But, yo, I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you
know,
being here,
coming,
man.
man.
Definitely. So.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
we're back.
We live. The mics was on the whole time.
No, I just turn it back on.
I say yo.
Yeah. We are back with the second half of the Not Up for Debate podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Hood Corny. I'm here with J-Ro, Easy, Joey. Easy's little brother is still in the corner. He's still being quiet.
He has not said one word the entire time.
But we are back. Thanks again to Dash for coming out, spending the first hour with us. Got some good information out.
Yeah, for sure.
But now it's
Time for the fuck shit.
time for after dark.
This is now Not Up for Debate After Dark.
Tightening this motherfucker or loosening
We'll find out that motherfucker fall.
it? No, we won't. Cause shit, J-Ro cuss me the hell out.
Nah.
Yeah, we had enough equipment fall in the past 2 days.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
J-Ro's heart was down in his socks,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
But mine was too, but it was
shit was in
just
slow
it was
motion.
tragic, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man.
Nah, you
Oh yeah, I did loosen that part. Sorry guys, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Nah, it's
I'm
all
over
good,
here messing
man.
the setup.
Callie came bolting down the fucking steps, just like out of nowhere. And
Excited.
when Easy tried to grab her, so I kind of blame Easy.
Here we go.
That's what I
Go and say easy, grab the dog. This motherfucking full speed.
But
Skip
look,
the steps
Easy
and
was in
shit.
slow motion. I seen Callie hit the corner, and I said Easy grab her at that point.
My back was turned though. I ain't
Easy
see nothing.
tried to grab her when she got raped by the cables.
Oh, yeah, too
and
late.
Everything slid off the fucking table. On the floor, J-Ro was like, "Oh,
Nobody could catch it.
yeah, nah, nobody. I couldn't do nothing.
Damn you, Easy.
Yeah, everything was in slow motion.
Yeah,
man.
it did happen in slow motion, but everything's good as you can see.
Yeah,
We're
we're
still
back.
here. I'm glad that she didn't like knock the computer over because
Oh, yeah.
that's a bill I didn't want to pay. I could have dealt with the other two, I think, but that one I didn't want no parts of that.
But shout out to our Spotify listenership. Who else? Apple Podcast, Anchor FM. Those are the three main listeners.
Yeah,
we really had to
word up.
shout out anybody else.
YouTube.
Else. Oh yeah, and YouTube.
Yeah,
do
YouTube
a
for
shit.
sure. YouTube
shout out
for
to you
sure.
guys. This is our first episode back since the new year.
Yep.
So this is our first episode of 2020. Yay!
Yay.
20 plus 20 is 40.
Yeah, word.
But we were all together except for this guy.
Yeah, he wasn't here.
We were all here
Yeah.
bonding and
Yeah, we brought the new year in together.
brought the new year in together. We
Hilarious.
yeah,
it was a good show.
What song was playing when the ball dropped? What a Wonderful World was playing when the ball
Oh
dropped.
yeah.
Skies are blue.
Yeah.
Terrible song choice for the ball drop.
Yeah,
They should
yeah.
have played like Live Your Life by T.I. or
Right.
something like that. It would have turned the party
yeah, for
out.
20. Yeah, Live Your Life T.I. is definitely
Yeah, it's a good
2020
it's-
song.
It's a good New Year's song.
Yeah.
That Louis Armstrong kind of put me to sleep.
Yeah, can you imagine how his throat must feel after he?
I know he needed a Sprite after that one. Somebody give me a Sprite.
Shit, it sounds like he been drinking McDonald's Sprite. Straight down, man.
It's like he's drinking boiling oatmeal.
Fucking got a Hemi in his throat. That motherfucker wake up and sound like the car is starting. All his bitches.
He has a Hemi in his throat.
We disrespecting a legend.
Yo, easy funny as
Got that
hell.
Hellcat in that motherfucker.
Yeah, man, but I ain't do shit when I got home, went to bed.
Oh man, I was in bed by 12:30.
Yeah,
I think
I ain't cracking no cheeks for the New Year's.
I was in bed. I was in bed.
It's on my picture.
Yeah, I was in bed by 12:30.
I'm like, yeah, we
You was in bed for the ball
went
drop.
to New York and everything. I'm like, before, I'm like, yeah, we, all right, the whole family here. I'm here.
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get down when the family around anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
saying the family was up except for her.
Yeah, but I mean, how you gonna?
Damn, you definitely wasn't clapping
yeah,
those.
right.
I'm talking about like
seeing the
being-
balls drop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about the balls drop.
Because I knew that
Other
was
balls
Yeah.
drop.
The real New Year
my phone
celebration.
got
Word up.
I was
Word up, bro.
ball.
That is hilarious.
I'm over here in the bed watching the show like, damn, I could have just been down there and
Word
shit.
up.
Mad as hell.
Yeah, we ate pizza and wings and
Enjoyed each other's company.
drink some wine and
Yeah, shit got crazy. Yo. found out some stuff.
Well, oh yeah.
You did? You found out some stuff?
Yeah, who's
talking
the
about
real
you.
nasty man is?
Who's the real nasty man?
You, that motherfucker.
Me?
Yeah, the story.
Oh man, Jesus Christ! Man, I keep hearing about the story everywhere I go.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that shit was hilarious though.
yeah, man, I keep hearing
Like
about
maybe
that.
she's gonna stop. Oh, part 3.
Nah, that was a great story though.
She wasn't going to stop.
Good for content.
But well, I guess we just wrapped up our new year.
Yeah.
So everybody's seen Trump sent out a missile or something, a drone or some
Drone strike.
shit. Drone strike and struck down the Iranian general. I do not know his name.
Soleimani.
Yeah, apparently he's big shit over there. They
He is the biggest shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
They had a plane or something flying over his funeral, and it was like everybody in the town was there.
Yeah.
Or in the country, excuse me.
Yeah, he was like a god. He was like the second coming of God, which Trump thinks he is for us. Yeah. He is what Trump thinks he is for us to them.
Man, we should just turn him loose.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know that the person that he killed was what he necessarily should have done. Mm-hmm. But after they attacked the embassy, America had to kill someone.
Yeah, it's kind of like
someone had to die. I don't know that he was the person being how much tension it, but you have to at least send some type of message.
Yeah, most definitely.
So he's not wrong for sending the strikes. I just don't know if that's where they should have been. I'm not saying he's wrong, but I just don't know.
Right.
Yeah, well, apparently I can't say his name either, but he was responsible for a lot of killing over there as well.
Yeah, well, they all are. They all are, but what we have yet to figure out, and it's because I think some of it is our greed for power and our greed for money and our greed for all of those other things that to take the Saddam Husseins and the Osama bin Ladens and the Soleimani, to take those folk out of power, we do to their people worse than what they're doing to them, for why we're killing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Middle East fell apart when we killed Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the guy did. Apparently, it was some bad stuff.
But apparently, he was in a peace.
I saw that today.
He was coming back from some type of peace meeting, or he was headed to some type of peace meeting with Saudi Arabia to try to calm down some of the bullshit that's going on there. That's where he was either coming from or going to. I don't know which one it is.
I don't know which one it was either, but I did read something along those lines.
So, what's that all about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know how this stuff is. A lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
But shout out to the soldiers, American soldiers. that is.
Yeah. Shout out. We ain't no shouting out to them other motherfuckers. Not even laughing, but fuck them motherfuckers.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But shout out to the soldiers protecting us. You know, unfortunately, some people got sent over there to handle what they are paid to handle, I guess.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. But prayers with you guys. I know it's not much that our prayers can do, but you know, we do appreciate what you are over there doing for us. We are the strongest army, or strongest armed force, military, all that. And we do intend to fuck some shit up if need be.
Yeah, and I mean, and I think with a lot of people too, and I don't want people out there fucking coming like I'm a Trump supporter after this, but I think we always flex our muscle.
Yeah.
Trump is just the first person to openly talk about it on Twitter
Tweet.
prior to doing it. You know what I mean? Like go back in time. Japan is still not recovered.
Yeah.
You know, we've always been bombing motherfuckers.
Right.
It's part of what we do.
Right.
We
kinda.
got the weapons of mass destruction, motherfucker.
I mean, they got some of them too.
They got some shit.
Ours are just bigger.
Yeah.
They got some shit.
And ours will get there faster.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we nuked them back then. Imagine what we got now. That shit's crazy.
No
I
telling.
mean,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know one thing. They just got to keep Trump off of the red button. Wherever the button is, keep that man far from
He said-
it.
I
For real.
expected him to push it last night, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, what
Yeah, he was on some shit last night.
What he say that he got 65 locations we can hit?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But once those 10 missiles landed, good thing. God is good. They didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah,
there was
because
no
they
casualties,
did-
but
they
it was a
did,
warning. It was only a warning.
Iran did attack back, so
Yeah.
they didn't kill any of us, which is amazing.
But I think it was intentional. I think they intentionally
Just
didn't like
hurt
they
anybody.
put 10 missiles down real fast.
I did
just
see,
let you know we can do something.
Yeah.
I did see one of the leaders from over there made a statement saying that their problem isn't with us, but with the leaders,
Yeah, absolutely.
which
Yeah.
unfortunatally falls on us though. So
Yeah. But
they
I
can
think
say
what a
that
lot of
much
people
to
don't
us.
understand, and I know a lot of it is just jokes, but one, I don't even know how many Americans were killed at the embassy, but just think about that. Can you imagine what we have to do? I don't care if you support Trump or not. If the Iranians were to kill our president,
Yeah,
think about what happens at that point when we get to there.
right.
It's gonna get real ugly,
Real messy.
It'll be a worse situation than you're in right now with him alive. Trust me.
Yeah, for real. Oh shit.
Trump got the gangster in him, he said.
We've been waiting on this shit.
He was talking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, J-Ro must knew what I was looking for.
Yeah.
David Stern passes away. Rest in peace to
sad
David
situation.
Stern. Apparently he had a brain aneurysm, and then I believe a week or so later he succumbed to that.
He is basketball.
Yeah.
What NBA basketball?
Definitely owe everything to David Stern the NBA does as far as the international aspect, the marketing, the global aspect, just basically everything from Michael Jordan to now is
Right.
David Stern.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just
He
think
changed the
about
game. He was part of the changing of the game
that. Yep.
to what it is today. Without a
Michael
doubt.
Jordan wouldn't have been Michael Jordan without David Stern.
Right.
You better believe that. But rest in peace to David Stern. Very sad situation. Drake, Mans dropped a song called War over the the New Year holiday, I guess.
Yeah.
He dropped it initially one day and it got like 6 million views, then he like deleted it and then like dropped it the next day.
And started over.
Yeah, I don't know what that
He didn't like that first day drop.
Did you see that?
There was an influencer in the video that got famous for throwing a
The chair girl. He had her removed from the video. or
Yeah,
something.
so
Yeah.
they had to upload it again.
See, J-Ro always.
Yeah, J-Ro be on that shit.
J-Ro like the fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah, word up.
Like click J-Ro.
Word up. Word.
But you know, what was it? What is it, like Island Vibes or something, man? I don't know really
Yeah.
how to describe it. I don't necessarily not like it, but I don't.
Yeah,
really
it's
too
like
care for it.
it's not a song that's gonna make it into my rotation.
Yeah.
Like if it's on the radio, I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
You know.
I see man last night, he froze.
Yeah.
I don't really like that stuff though.
Guess he's paying.
He was talking though, but you know.
Nah, he was
Drake,
talking some shit.
Drake always talks though.
Yeah.
You sound like the man's not hot guy.
Man's not hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the London rap scene, man.
Yeah, the grime music.
Wasn't no tat, wasn't no pose.
Right.
He was doing some snowboarding in the video and shit.
Yeah, snowboarding and I told Jerry, I was like, man, the budget for this video must have been 5 racks.
Like man,
They got some snowmobile rentals.
right. Man's just gonna jump on the board, man.
Right.
Just film man's on the board.
Nah, it's behind Dre House or something.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what it looked like. Word up.
Probably.
Yeah.
Pick a mountain in me backyard, man.
Yeah.
Go slide down.
Word.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Hopefully he drops something more hip hop-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not too fond of that thing. But the NFL playoffs began this weekend, the wild card weekend. Some good games.
Some good games. Some real good games.
A lot of fuck shit going on during the games.
A lot of fuck shit going on in almost every game.
in almost every game. We can start with the Minnesota Vikings and the Saints. It was a good game. Came down to the final play where it seems as if the tight end Rudolph from the Minnesota Vikings pushed off on the defender, who I do not know. He actually was a second shift. He was in for someone else who had got injured to play before. Looks like a push off. The more I watched the video, it seems like there was a lot of
The first thing
both ends.
I said was, you know, they were both hand checking. They were obviously both hand checking. But hand checking is something that's been, if it's mutual, you usually get away with it. It's usually okay.
Right.
But once hand checking goes to a completely straight arm that creates separation, that's a flag.
Right.
It has to be a flag every time because you can see him stop in his tracks.
Yeah.
And then Rudolph catches the
Yeah.
ball. Like, that's a flag. In real time,
Yeah.
I knew that was a flag.
Oh yeah.
And the ref was right there, like,
Yeah, like, yo.
and I was waiting for him to go for his pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
oh,
Like,
shit.
yo, you just blew this game for them again.
Yeah, it's like the third year in a row.
Third year in a row. And
bro.
this is not as bad as the Rams year.
Oh yeah, that was
The year
crazy.
against the Rams,
Yeah, that was crazy.
like, yo,
that was blatant. And they killed the guy.
he's all the way out of bounds, and then the ball hits the ground. Like, yo, he was a little bit early.
Right.
But yeah, so
And then
shout
it
out
was-
to the Saints, man. Y'all
Yeah,
need
man.
it.
That's crazy. That's fucked up.
The Saints need a shout out,
Word
yo.
up.
Them
And
motherfuckers is pissed.
Another call was the no call on Carson Wentz
Yeah.
in the Seattle game.
Yeah, I think Eagles fans look at that the wrong way because, yes, it was probably targeting because he has a history of that. Yes, it should have been a flag.
But that wouldn't help them after that anyway.
He was going to be hurt and he was going to be out of the game regardless
Yeah.
of whether the play was called or not.
Yeah, true.
So you didn't lose the game because of a missed call. The call should have been called, but you still were probably going to lose the game.
Carson got to learn how to get his big ass on the ground.
Nah, Carson is
He need to stay healthy.
He fragile, man. He made
Yeah.
of glass.
I mean, he's 6'6" or something, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's crazy because he's kind of big, so you usually expect those bigger quarterbacks to be a little more durable.
Yeah, that too.
And he's made of glass, bro. He's still even though that was a playoff game. He for the first time he played all 16 games, right? And then he fucking makes it to the first quarter of the playoffs. He still can't play a full season.
I can see it, J, bro. These refs are changing the outcome of games. It's getting out of control.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
they
the refs
got to
been
make the money
terrible all
line.
year.
Got to make the fucking money
They
line.
were terrible in the regular season too. They missed a lot of calls.
Remember
And I
when
understand that happens all the time. It's every play a call is missed.
Right.
Remember that season they had the replacement refs though?
Yeah, that
That
was
shit
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this.
Shit,
I'm pretty sure
these
we'll
might
see
be
some new rules.
replacements. these are the
came back.
replacements now that they got real jobs.
right.
All the other motherfuckers retired that was striking.
Right. Word.
Now we had to hire these motherfuckers.
Like, how can you miss those calls?
Nah, some of them are really bad. Some of them are understandable. It's a lot going on.
Right.
You know, I couldn't be a ref. I'd be out there talking to the motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'll be fucked up out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, nah, I'm a fan. I can't be the ref.
Right.
Yo, you seen the quarterback come in with Air Force Ones on? Or not Air Force One, they were Jordan ones.
Oh yeah,
Nah, I ain't see that shit.
The backup quarterback,
Yeah,
did. Josh
he put-
McNown. Had
Yeah, he had the
Jordan
ones?
ones on. Yeah, cleats.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another thing though. Why would the Eagles fucking sign a 40-year-old backup after you just went to the championship?
Yo, and they have a quarterback that they drafted
Yeah,
that I
he's been there for
believe
like
he's
3
been there
years.
for 3 years and he
Yeah.
still hasn't played.
Yeah, he probably seen Carson go down like, oh, let me get
Yeah.
did that.
He's over there throwing football and shit.
He was like, look, man, we gonna go with Pops.
We gonna go with
Point at
McNown.
his family.
That's my time.
Yo, that is hilarious.
That little
Word
about
up.
to get in the game, Joe.
Josh McNown probably wouldn't even expect. He probably was sitting down like, yeah, they got to go with the other guy. Let me.
For the chat.
It's like there's no way I'm getting
There's no way I'm getting the fuck in. He probably even have shoulder pads. Had to call the equipment guy.
That motherfucker was in the game. Like, I
Yo,
did not
that's
ask for
hilarious.
this.
He actually played pretty well.
He probably stopped Carson on his way out like, yo, I need that helmet.
yeah, I need your helmet.
I ain't bring mine.
Oh man.
But yeah, he played better.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah.
He held on to the ball a little too much. Probably just trying not to make a mistake, which is
Yeah,
understandable.
and he
Yeah.
was running with the ball too.
Yeah, that surprised the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Did you see the basketball highlights that surfaced of him after the game?
Nice.
Apparently he was like a celebrity basketball game.
What?
Dunking on
Nigga was
motherfuckers.
catching alley oops.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna show you after the show.
Yo, that's
bruh.
Josh McNown.
Bruh, he was catching alley oops.
Or Cown. What is his name?
McGown. or something.
McGown.
I don't know,
Cocking
but
that shit
another
back.
crazy thing, that was his 18th year in the league and his first playoff appearance.
Oh,
That's
shit.
gotta fucking suck. But another thing is fucking family was there, so I'm like, yo, did you?
Yeah, did you know something?
Like, what's going on here? Like, yo,
You knew something? You invited the whole family.
you invited the whole family.
Nigga, you knew it was about
I mean,
to
it's
happen.
his first playoff game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess they came to see him on the sideline.
Came to see him with his iPad on the bench.
Yeah,
We're gonna take a
Showing Carson where he fucked up at.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
But Josh McNeil, man, he probably retiring after that. He had his fun.
Yeah, he done. He got a check. He probably got a playoff check for getting in. You know what I mean?
He probably still in the ice bath.
Yeah, they was fucking his ass up.
But let's make some Super Bowl predictions. Let's start with Jay, bro. What do you think, man? Who's gonna come out of the NFC? Who's gonna come out of the AFC?
I don't even know who playing, man. I don't follow
shit.
it. I just turn it on.
He just turned it on.
Yeah. I mean, Rams not in it, so I ain't worried about it.
Oh, I forgot you were Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team obviously isn't in it. What you think,
Super
Easy?
Bowl.
Obviously,
Green
not the Falcons.
Bay, Kansas City.
Green Bay and Kansas City.
Man, ain't nobody watching fucking Green Bay play Kansas City.
Man, I'm going with
Two dry ass teams. Nah, but it could
The
be
only
that,
the
though.
only team people really want to see now that's left is the Ravens.
Yeah, I think Baltimore's going in the AFC. The NFC, more than likely the Packers. I don't really see anybody beating the Packers. Who's left? In the NFC?
I got. I'm go out on a limb. Cold. What is it? Bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
I got Baltimore, Seattle.
Baltimore, Seattle. Seattle is still in the NFC. You got a prediction? Ravens and Seattle.
Yeah, I
wouldn't mind seeing Russ in there.
I think they are just gonna get better. Like they're gonna be better this week. Who they play this week? I forget. But I think they could
Oh
be.
shit, we forgetting about the 49ers.
Yeah, I was
know if
just
you
telling.
count
I was
them
just
out.
telling somebody this yesterday. I still think they're fool's gold.
Yeah.
I don't think they could beat Seattle. I don't think they could beat Green. Do they play Green Bay this week? No, they had a bye as well.
Yeah, they had a bye too.
So they may play Seattle.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta look that up.
But yeah, I like Seattle.
I like Baltimore though to win it all.
I don't especially without Tom Bill and them being out.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck is?
What do y'all think about that?
It's weird.
I seen the Patriots thing,
It's
right?
it's the equivalent. It's
or was it more weird or seeing more weirder? Is that correct literature?
more weird.
Or is it more weird seeing Tom Brady at 42 years old?
No, I don't think it's weird at all because he's been consistent. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be weird when he's finally done. You know what I mean? It's like last year with LeBron not being in the playoffs.
Right.
Who the fuck wanted to watch that? That shit was
Yeah,
so
that shit was
weird,
crazy,
man.
yeah.
So dry.
And then when the Warriors went down.
Right. And it's like, and it don't matter whether you love or hate this person. The same thing with Tom Brady. Whether you love or hate him, he's a part of the NFL playoffs. He has been since fucking 2001. He missed it one time.
He's gonna be 43 next year.
And he hasn't really lost any arm strength.
Yeah, they still put a top 10 offense on the field though,
That's what I'm saying.
without any real
with
help.
Tom, Bill, and Nim.
And Edelman. That was
And
it.
Edelman.
That was it.
Tom, Bill, Edelman, and them.
Yeah, Gronk too busy hanging with Steve Harvey and shit.
I'm surprised he didn't come back.
Spike
But
that shit.
he
Gronk got
having
beat
too
up,
much
man.
fun. He
Yeah,
having
got
too
beat
much.
up.
Yeah.
He getting drunk, showing
That's
up,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
twerking and shit.
He smashed Steve Harvey's fucking Lego.
That was hilarious.
Steve Harvey was
Yo, speaking of
pissed.
Steve Harvey tangent, but did you see Mark Curry getting at him for stealing his
I seen it when
material?
I was at
Yeah,
work
I
and
saw
I
that.
couldn't watch I couldn't watch it
Yeah, yo.
because I was at work,
Did you
but I
see that
did
ever?
see it.
Word.
You guys remember hanging with Mr. Cooper?
I remember hanging with
Showed
Mr.
up?
Cooper.
Apparently, Mark Curry had a comedy bit where he was speaking about how he was broke and on Halloween he wore a box as his Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And that was in 1999. So fast forward to 2015 and Steve Harvey is on stage doing the bit like word for word.
No.
Yeah. So
Wow.
recently Mark Curry was giving an interview and people asked him, you know, what was up with you and Steve
Yeah.
Harvey? So he's like, oh, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, the motherfucker stole my shit. So he's
That's
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
But
was
that's
like,
how it be though, man. Especially like, you know, if you're the big comedian, you know that there's comedians out there or other people with material that's got shit out there. You go and watch those people. Nobody ever seen it, but now Steve Harvey does it. Now it's mine.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that shit could catch up to
Steve said
you.
he didn't know though. Steve said he didn't know.
He was pissed too. He's like, "You made your money? What, you fucking with me? You picking with me? Yeah, like, you know, bro, I need that."
Right. That's basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, "You rich motherfucker."
You bitch.
So hopefully, who that? Hey Asia.
Hey, Asia.
That's But yeah, hopefully Steve Harvey kicks something back to him after that. You know what I
Hell
mean?
no.
You don't think so?
It's
Hell
on
no.
video,
Steve
like
said
that
he
whole
ain't
act.
know.
Nah, you gotta send him a 50 clip or something.
But even did you hear about him and Bernie Mac having a beef before Bernie passed?
Well, I knew that was a thing.
Yeah, I
so
ain't
he
know
was
about
stealing
that.
Bernie's material.
No, he wasn't stealing Bernie's
I knew they had conflict.
But remember how Bernie was in Charlie's Angels? Mm-hmm. Apparently, Steve had reached out to the agent that was doing the booking for that movie and tried to get Bernie out, and basically saying Steve was the better guy
Wow,
for the job.
yeah, I could see Steve doing that. He seemed kind of slimy.
Yeah.
Always seemed
So
that
they was
way.
beefing over that. That's
Yeah.
why we never got a Kings of Comedy too.
Right. Which Bernie Mac was the king of that group.
Yeah, to me.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think he went last. He always went last.
He went
on the
last,
tour,
yeah. Because all the other comedians didn't really measure up. Like,
And Steve was basically like the host.
yeah, he
didn't
was the
even
host.
really-
DL Hughley was, I don't even know. Sid was okay. Like, I like Sid.
DL don't do it for me.
Right, but I like Sid's joint, but Bernie fucking smashed that shit.
I like Sid, yeah, but Bernie was always my favorite.
Bernie was funny as hell. And everything he's ever done. He was like always funny.
Yeah, I love Bernie. Power Returns, Joey's favorite show.
Man.
Best writers in the world.
I'll let y'all talk about this dumbass show.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we were in a dream or rewind. I don't know if this is Dre's origin story. I don't know what the fuck is going on with
Yo,
Power.
ever since 50 Cent has been the executive producing this show, it's been for probably about 6 episodes now.
Yeah.
It has been fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's trash, man.
So I don't know if, because him being executive does not change the writing.
Nah.
They even writing a bad fucking story, man. Like, it's really bad. Did you see how Dre died?
Yeah. That shit was... He got cooked in jail. Nobody saw anything.
Nobody saw nothing.
Like, no cameras at all, huh?
What's even the steward part is how he got locked up.
No, was
Just
even
everything
crazy.
about the
What's
show.
even crazier is who supplied the lighter fluid.
That's what I mean. What the fuck was it?
Does this
Gasoline?
really happen in jail?
Was it a bucket of gasoline with towels in it?
No, them niggas had a squirt bottle.
Oh yeah, they never.
Like they had a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Power, man. Power.
Good thing we had that barbecue last week in here.
Right. And nobody knows nothing.
Can't smell nothing.
Where the other? There's like fucking 12 cells down.
Right. No, nobody hears that. Nobody smells
Nobody hears a
nothing.
man on fire fucking screaming.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, it shit
Then
was wild.
what was his name? 2-Bit. He's just sitting in a cell.
Yeah.
And the guy walks by and drops his cell phone in his room.
Right when he get there, I'm
Like,
Yeah.
where you get that from? Like, I don't know, nigga. I'm here with you. Yo, this shit is ridiculous.
How bad are they as actors?
Yo, they are terrible.
They are the
bro.
fucking worst, man.
2-Bit face just stay screwed up.
Yeah, he's always like,
like he smells shit.
say no more.
Right.
Yo, chill the fuck out,
Did
dude.
Drake get locked up twice in a day? That's what I did.
Word up, bro.
I don't
He
know.
was
That's what I
in,
didn't get.
he was in, then he was out, and then they was like, yeah. That's when they burned his ass when he came
He
back.
came back.
Yeah, nigga. It's like, yo, gotta chill, bro. Yeah, I hate that fucking
Word
shit.
up when he came back.
But they, in a way, they're smart. I know what they're trying to do. They're just not good at doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now Ghost is dead, so now you take the 5 or everybody, because they're gonna either kill off
Yep.
or you're gonna know the people that didn't do it before we get to that last person that did it.
Yep.
So now you know 2-Bit didn't do it, you know Spanky didn't do it, you know Dre didn't do it. So now it's gonna go. This next episode will be like, what was Sax doing?
What was
And what was
the son doing? What's his
yeah,
name? Tariq?
exactly.
Right.
And then over these 5 episodes, we're gonna find out whoever killed Ghost,
If he's even dead.
which is gonna it's gonna be no one that we suspect, right? Because this is how stupid the show is now. It's gonna be somebody from 13 years ago that hasn't been in the show the entire fucking time.
That's what all these episodes are for, to make you forget all the other characters.
Yeah. So, but fuck Power.
Yeah, fuck Power and 50 Cent.
Word up.
That shit hurt my fucking feelings watching that episode. I had to, in the middle of it, I ran it back. I'm like, this a rerun? Like, what the fuck?
there's
Like,
some,
the first 30 minutes, like, what the fuck going on?
And a lot of it is stuff that never happened, but there's a big part of it that
We
was
already
like
knew.
3 minutes of exactly what we already watched. So,
you returns.
yeah.
This is Joey's segment because I don't know anything about you.
J-Ro, me and
Oh yeah,
J-Ro.
J-Ro too.
Yeah, I watched it.
You watched it all the way through, J-Ro?
Yeah.
So you and me and J-Ro started watching you for the same reasons.
No, my. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the beginning, I was forced into it as well.
Yeah.
And
That's how usually I would start.
but then I was intrigued. I was like, okay, I think Joe's on to something. You know what I mean? And I think people be selling Joe short, man. Joe just know exactly what he want,
He want everything.
and Joe doing what everybody need to do more of. If you know you want, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you know you want something and you know it's supposed to be yours, you do everything in your power to get it. If some people are gonna get clipped,
Hey man.
nah, I'm not saying that.
Casualties of
But nah, Joe knows exactly what he wants, or does he? He creates in his mind,
Yeah.
and then he go for it, man. I applaud the man.
You ain't seen it?
I saw, like, the episode I saw is, like, he got kidnapped by this rider, then got drugged.
This was season 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So Joe is getting kidnapped now?
Joe fucked up.
Oh, he got caught slipping?
Yeah, Joe definitely got caught slipping. He was, I don't know if you was in season 1 when you was watching it, but he was always seemed to be so even though you say he's always out in the open.
Right.
But he was like always so precise.
You can't see me.
But what I think people don't understand is, like, think about New York. If you don't think about a person following you, there's always so many people. So you would
much going on.
you would never suspect, be like, hey, that's Joe over there, buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
Joe with the hat.
Yeah, right.
you see
that
people in
motherfucking
the
hat
store all the time that you are literally walking right by, but you don't even notice them because you're like in the store and there's a million people. So I mean, but Joe was doing some weird shit real close to it. Like when he was running behind the girl. I don't know when you guys ain't watching. When he killed not Delilah in the first season. The girl
I
in
never
the park.
watched the first season.
Oh, the girl just running in the park. And here it's daylight.
Right.
Don't tell me that was some power shit.
And here comes Joe running with like a brick in his hand.
Please don't tell me he bricked the girl. I might got tune into this shit.
Yo, he does. And it's her best friend. So the best friend was like trying to get the girl to go to Paris. She was rich. Like she was in love with her. She was in love with the girl, with her best friend.
Oh shit.
And Joe knew that because he tapped everybody's phones, like he be knowing what's going on.
Joe
He be
was
stealing computer. Like he'll steal your computer, get all the information out of that bitch, and then put it back.
Bring it back.
Like,
Oh,
You don't know
shit.
what's going on.
he had your phone, so when you get a text, Joe get the text.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Joe on some bullshit. But
He used to do shit like that.
yeah,
Good talk.
yeah, but Joe knew that his best friend was in love, so he bricked her.
Damn.
He had to get anybody that was trying to take whoever he loved away from him.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
He
You in the way.
deboed her ass.
Word
I
up.
gotta watch that.
And nobody never even knew. They didn't know who did it till the end because he was smooth.
He probably bricked her ass and kept
He was
jogging.
smooth. He killed. Word up.
It was a brick.
That's exactly what he did. Boom. And
Kept it
then,
moving.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
And they
pull
thought
my
she got
hat
mugged. They thought she got mugged.
That's some GTA.
Because in New
Word,
word
In
up.
the X butt.
Word up, bro.
Hit the X button.
He killed 4 of her friends in the first episode.
Yeah.
Word up.
In the first?
It was her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. He was still fucking though, so Joe was mad about that.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
That's
like
the first
blonde
person
hair,
he
like
kidnapped.
cocky guy.
That's the first person he kidnapped.
What he's like a promoter or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I do remember that.
And then the best friend,
That dude was an asshole, man. I did want that
Yeah.
guy to die.
he killed
His
everybody.
boyfriend was a dick.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
But it's good though, man. It's good.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. I think the writing is the best part, and this is what when I was talking about the writing the other day on Facebook, the way because he narrates the entire time.
Right.
So he'll actually say something,
I do remember
and
that
then when
part.
the other person is talking, he'll narrate what he's thinking as that. It's just incredible the way that shit is laid out.
The format.
It's written very well. So that's why I like it so much. But
Yeah, I'm sure Kenzie will get me back into it.
yeah,
She's still watching this damn, what is it? Not General Hospital, something with the hospital.
Grey's Anatomy.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
She's still watching that shit. It's like 97 seasons.
Yeah,
or
I
some
ain't
shit.
never watched that shit, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's like every time I come in the room, it's like, I'm like, oh, what season you on? 74.
Yeah,
Episode 94.
Yeah.
God damn.
I wish there was. I wish Chicago Med is the shit, and Chicago PD.
I heard about Chicago
Yeah,
Med.
Chicago
and
Med
PD.
is
I did,
PD is really
PD.
the shit.
Yeah, I like
But if you
Chicago
like the medical show, Chicago Med is the shit. But
I've been watching,
Chicago PD is really the shit.
Reprisal on Hulu.
Okay.
I've been watching that. I started Dracula on Netflix. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Not Dracula. But the baby gets arrested for battery and robbery. A little backstory. Apparently there was a promoter, a janky promoter at that.
Definitely janky.
He booked the baby for apparently $30,000. He only gave him $20,000. Allegedly, when the baby came to collect his money, the man didn't have it.
Yeah.
And paws were put on him allegedly. There's a video out. You
We know
guys-
the baby.
Yeah, there's a video
That's
out.
all
You
we
guys go
say.
watch it.
Man get shot.
Word up.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, baby's up to his usual antics, allegedly.
Yeah, like, all alleged at this point.
He took like $80 out the guy's pocket or some shit like
Yeah, well, give me whatever you got. You 10 G's short.
that. Pour some apple juice on him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was probably urine.
I mean, he's the big.
He's the baby can pour apple juice on motherfuckers.
What's a baby without apple juice, right?
Yeah, word up.
But hopefully this doesn't transform into something serious. He was arrested, did have a bail hearing and all that. He's out now.
Was the story? I seen a report that they were holding him because he had another warrant in Texas or something.
Yeah, he got out on that one too.
Okay.
But that one apparently he beat somebody's ass at an airport,
Yeah.
which is never good.
Nah.
Yeah, 'cause that's like automatically a federal charge.
Yep.
Anything you do at an airport. And because of that, they're charging him with like some type of criminal organization charge because it was him and someone else.
Right. That's what I seen.
Yeah, so apparently they jumped some guy at the airport and proceeded to board their plane.
Yeah. So, I mean, what else to do but fly after that?
Yeah, like we're out of here.
Yeah.
Whoop this guy's ass.
I want to beat on him right quick.
Yeah, but I mean, the nigga's been beating ass like for the last year everywhere.
It's like every other month. That's why I'm shocked
Yeah,
that he
not
was in
surprised.
jail for it. It's like,
Yeah, being like Easy said, he already killed a guy in Walmart.
yeah.
This shit is like,
This shit's regular.
yeah, this is like a walk.
Yeah, he
in the
beat a
park.
guy up and took $80 of $80 of the 10 grand the guy owed him.
Yeah,
Should've been
he
a-
could have left him with the 80. I understand what that was about.
That's just more about principle.
Yeah,
You ain't catching a cab tonight, nigga. Motherfucking ass gonna walk.
yeah, that's fucked up. Though.
Apple juice
The
this
fuck you gonna do with $80, King?
Word up. Nah, you might have been gonna throw that at some shaky butts.
Yeah.
$80 will get you through the night.
But it's crazy because after that, like hella people that I know was like posting DMs from that same promoter saying
Right.
that they owed him money. SGF Gino being one of them. Even Dash had received a DM from him.
Right.
DJ Meats.
DJ Meese, yeah, like what the fuck is going
Playing
on?
Call
with
of
these
Duty,
guys?
he's talking about it. I'm
Right.
like, what?
Yeah, man. But yeah, you can't be playing with people with stuff like that.
Nah.
But somebody got to tell the baby like, hey, yo, man.
Yeah, you can't just keep putting your hands on people, man.
we rich now.
You at a certain, yeah, exactly. You at a certain level.
Let security handle that.
And
shit.
that's
Yeah,
the thing.
like,
when-
where is the security?
But
at?
that's the thing is when this level of fame and money comes on people, that it happens so fast that you forget that you can't just beat a guy up
yeah.
and then go home that night.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Especially with social media, because
That's what I'm
somebody
saying.
recorded.
Somebody recorded it.
Somebody recording. They always catching you doing something. They don't
Exactly.
record the guy fucking with you the whole
Right.
time.
Exactly. Yeah.
They just get the outcome.
yeah, he's
You
got to
whooping
know. You got
ass.
to let that shit just roll off.
Yeah, especially after you killed him. You got away with killing him, motherfucker.
Yeah.
God damn. I'd have just
In Walmart. It ain't even that he got away with killing.
Yeah, like,
In Walmart.
yeah, like
Like,
Niggas already alive.
Like-
everybody's at nobody was there that knows you. It's always somebody at Walmart that knows you.
yeah, like, damn.
Nah.
I don't know, man. Shit's crazy down south.
Yeah.
They bust a nigga ass in Walmart. Like,
Yeah,
like, hey, babe, go over there and
Yeah,
check
go
on them
around,
outfits.
go around that aisle real quick.
I'm gonna handle something real quick.
Yeah, nah, the baby really that guy though, man. I don't know if y'all seen when he was in Atlanta shooting a video. He was like down there by himself. I think it was Atlanta. Might not have been Atlanta.
Yeah, it was
though.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And the guy
But,
tried to run him off.
Yeah,
the
they
block.
try to say he ain't
Gotta
checked
check
in.
in.
Said he needed a permission slip or something.
Yeah, he like, I ain't never doing that. He was like, you could have came and hollered at me, but nah, I ain't checking in.
Yeah, niggas just trying to get clout.
Yeah.
But some niggas really be on it like that, man. You just
Nah.
popping up in niggas' cities and not showing
Look,
up.
bro. I told you I was in a situation in Salem one time, long
Yeah,
time
right,
ago,
right.
and yeah, it can get like that.
I know one thing when I'm in another nigga city and I hear you, I know I ain't stopping or turning around.
Nah, hit that corner, hit that motherfucking corner.
Alright.
Yeah, hit that motherfucking
I don't even
corner.
Gotta
know
hit them
you
OT
niggas.
nigga moves.
Word up.
Hell yeah.
Nah,
Fuck
you
that.
gotta hit the corner.
But last week have Charlemagne.
Charlemagne's a nasty fucking man.
Charlemagne McGay
Yeah, word up.
gifts DJ Envy with a mold of his ass. I don't know if it was Envy's birthday or something. Somebody actually tagged us in this.
Was
on
it
Twitter.
chocolate?
It was a chocolate ass.
Was it chocolate covered or was it?
I was like,
So it was like a mold to like put on the mantle
no, it was a mold
to fuck?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, man.
I don't even want to say, but wasn't like a mold of his nuts included?
No, the nuts that's what made
Yeah.
it weird. I mean, it's weird regardless.
It definitely had balls included.
There's definitely a nut sack there,
yeah, it's
which
balls
is fucking
included.
disgusting.
But here it is.
Nah,
Oh shit.
don't you tear my ass up like
Yeah,
that.
that.
Oh
but-
my God.
But it's a mold of a ass and balls. You can apparently have sex with it.
oh, so
But it's an actual mold of Charlemagne's ass. I
that's
don't.
disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand why he would give that to Envy. But they've been doing a lot of suspect stuff over the years.
Question ain't friendship.
It's not even a friendship at that point. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You bring me
Yo,
a
that's disgusting.
you bring me an easy mode, niggas. You got to go out back.
So he wanted to make sure that Charlemagne, that he could feel Envy's nuts when he was ramming him.
Yo, and it's so
that
soft.
is
Like
disgusting.
he dropped it on the table and it like wow.
Like, look, he just rubbing all like he's not like,
Yeah, that thing was shaking.
he's really
J-Ro,
taking
did
it
you
out.
see it, J-Ro?
Yes.
You saw it?
He looked proud to get that gift. Like,
I think he is, man.
Nah, I think they, but whatever, to each his own, right? To each his own.
Hey, man, I don't know, man.
That's just weird for anybody to get your ass molded and then dip your nuts in there.
The ass mode alone is weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
You gotta sit there.
right?
Then it was
let that shit harden up around your nuts.
How do you lay down in it? Like how does it work? Like do you get in a tub of mold or something? Like,
Word up.
Is it a chair or something? Like
that Henny by the AC pose.
by the AC pose.
That is
Niggas a
disgusting,
suspect.
man.
But yeah, man, that was the last topic for the day. Unfortunately,
What a way to close out.
Yeah, picture a mold of an ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we won't be gifting any of those types of things around here.
Never.
Hell no.
Never.
But what episode number was this again? 47. This was episode 47. Again, shout out to Dash for shout out to Dash for coming through again, rocking out with us, man. Anything we need to get out?
Nah, I think that's it.
Yeah, see y'all same time next week. In the meantime, I work on the outro. Shout out to Easy's brother Donovan, right? Am I saying your name correct? All right, yeah, man. I always fuck up names. I have a terrible memory.
Right.
Thanks for joining us, man. We will see y'all same time next week.